Dustin here with the BatmanUniverse.net, and I have with me Scott Snyder. Now, not only is Scott Snyder writing Detective Comics and working with Gates of Gotham and going to be doing Batman in September, but he also just won an Eisner last night for American Vampires, so congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man. That was a dream come true. We were, like, over the moon all night long. I want to, like, Raphael was like, I'm going to hang it on my tag like this and make a necklace. And I was like, don't do that, don't do that. But no, we're thrilled. Thanks to everybody for reading us. It means the world. We really appreciate it.
Well, you're doing a great job. So first off, Detective Comics is coming to an end next month. We've got some great issues, big reveals happening just in the last couple of weeks. Amazing stuff. What can you say about just the experience that's been working on Detective Comics?
Oh, man, it's been a dream run. Jock and Francesco and Dave Barron, the colorist, they've become some of my best friends in comics. I just love them to death. And really, the idea is that this is the ending we've been building towards since the very, very beginning. We planned on ending in September. They gave us a double ship for August. The final issue, the next issue is 880, big one with Jock, the Joker, comes out this week. And in August 10th, the big double-sized finale, 15 pages by Jock, 15 pages by Francesco. The bridge where James Jr. was, you know, almost killed as a baby. All kinds of stuff. The Joker, it's the finale we've been building towards since issue 1. So I'm so grateful to DC for letting us tell the entire story the way we wanted to tell it from the beginning. It really is, I feel like, the luckiest guy. It's just a dream run, everything about it. So thanks to everybody reading it. I promise the last panel in the entire thing, I think, is our most twisted, creepiest thing in the entire series. So check us out to the end. We really, really are excited and proud of the ending.
And that's saying a lot, because there's been a lot of creepy and twisted things. So next up, September's a big month for DC Comics in general. We've been told over and over again, Batman universe isn't going to be affected as much as everything else for the most part. You're going to be on Batman, so you're not going to be on Detective Comics anymore, but you're going to be writing Batman. So you're teaming up with Greg Capullo. What can you tell us a little bit about Batman? We know you can't say a whole lot, but
I can tell you some stuff now, or before they stop me. But the idea is that this is a Batman story I pitched a while ago, maybe 6 months ago, to Mike Martz, saying I have this idea for a Bruce story. It's about Batman having gotten comfortable in Gotham. He thinks of it as his oldest friend, all right? But Gotham is 300 years old. He's been Batman for a short period of time, comparatively, to that. What if Gotham, and he thinks of it as the city of the Bat, a lot of people think of it that way. But what if there's a symbol that predates the Bat, long, long ago, an ancient enemy of the Wayne family, and, a dark force in Gotham that's been there from the very, very beginning. And now suddenly Gotham kind of turns its big stone eye towards Bruce and thinks, I just haven't been paying attention to you. You don't know Gotham at all. Now I'm going to crush you. And so it brings all of the history to bear against Bruce right now. There'll be reveals about the history of the Wayne family, like status quo changing reveals about the Grayson family, about the Drakes and the Cobblepots and all that stuff. It'll build on stuff we did in Gates and Detective, although you don't have to read those things to enjoy it at all. And it will really come to a big war for Gotham's soul, like an epic, ambitious Batman story, for us. And Greg Capullo is killing it. Greg Capullo is like turning in the work of his career. I couldn't be prouder and feel luckier to work with him.
Well, we're really looking forward to it. Now, one thing I have to say is you've said in other interviews, you just said it now, Gotham's kind of turning its stone eye towards him. So in a way, is it the history of Gotham? I just want to confirm, is it the history of Gotham, or is it actually Gotham City itself is becoming like an element that Batman has to deal with?
Well, I always like to keep it. I mean, it's not that Gotham City is a supernatural element. It's more that Gotham is a place that seems to have this kind of dark quality to it, where it sends you back these challenges that really bring your nightmares to life. That's the premise of Detective. And here, what I was thinking of is that in Detective, it's really about, Dick is a new Batman, so these are new villains. The city transforms itself to challenge him in ways that are appropriate to him. Here, it's almost like Bruce is comfortable and thinks of the city as its home. So it's going to reveal a secret past to show him, this isn't your home, you don't know anything about me. And now I'm going to bring you villains you haven't even seen yet that are going to be the toughest guys you ever faced. We're going to crush the entire Bat family. That's the way Gotham, is. So it never is actually like a city talking or a city with like magic, but it has that quality that it does go beyond sort of the rational somehow in the ways that it challenges its heroes as a kind of twisted mirror to them,
Yeah, then you mentioned new villains. We've heard about a number of different things with the solicitations. On the cover of Batman 1, we're seeing a group of villains. Most of them we've seen before, some of them we haven't. Professor Pig's on on the cover. I know a lot of people are interested in seeing Professor Pig come back. Can we get some clarification? Who's the guy in the sack on the cover? Is that Scarecrow?
Oh, it is. It is Scarecrow, yes. What we wanted to do is just show you that we love the history of Batman as much as you do. Characters from the most recent runs. There will be a James Jr. cameo in Batman 1. There will be a Professor Pig cameo. You'll see Two-Face and Scarecrow. You'll see Dick, Tim, Damian all together with Bruce in the same dynamic Bat family-wise that existed before. I just want to show you that yes, this is a Batman that looks fresh, different look, high-tech, you know, really sort of almost a Batman kind of 2.0 in terms of the way it looks with Greg's art, because it's so dynamic and cool. But all the stories that you love, all the history that you love is there. It's all there. It exists in the Batman universe. It exists behind Bruce. None of it's been altered. None of it's been changed. None of us have any interest in just wiping out Bruce's history and all the stories that made me want to write Batman, you know? So they're there. I wanted to make an effort to show you those things, even just in the villains that way, that in Arkham, all the villains you love are there.
And I think fans are really looking forward to that. And I think the biggest thing is that, you know, the Bat books is something that if you've been enjoying them, you're going to continue to enjoy them. And if you're a new reader, you're going to enjoy them too.
You said it better than I could. It's exactly what I would say.
All right. Thanks a lot, Scott. We appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thanks to Batman Universe. You guys are great. I really appreciate the support.